everybody, and welcome to a whole new era. Not only for JB Motorsports as we've rebranded, but for ABB FIA Formula E. This is the start of a whole new generation. We've had 100 races of Gen 1 and Gen 2, and here for Season 9, a whole new era of car has come along. New technology, faster racing, closer racing. I can't wait for it to get started. I want to begin though by saying a big get well soon to Jenny Gao, who many of you now know sadly suffered a stroke 2 weeks ago. The entire motorsport community are with you, Jenny, and I really do wish you a speedy recovery. Get well soon as well. Now, let's hope that this can cheer her up a little bit, because Formula E is one of her passions, the same as Extreme E, and it's an absolutely fantastic season ahead of us. Let's get straight into it then and take a look at what happened in Free Practice 1. So it all starts here. Once again, ABB FIA Formula E is back. It's Season 9 and it's the start of Generation 3. A whole new era. 100 races have gone before us with a 50-50 split of Gen 1 and Gen 2. Now Generation 3, 2 years later than planned, gets underway here at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. It's Free Practice 1 in Mexico City and the atmosphere is through the roof. We have 22 cars, a whole new format, from laps to time and now back to laps again. 36 laps and around the world we will go in 7 months. Practice 1 is about to get underway. And the green light is on, and we are underway in Season 9 of ABB FIA Formula E here in Mexico City. A giant leap into the unknown, as I said, and we're now going to see who is really hot and who's not here as well. The track looks beautiful, as you can see as well. Let's get the information on for you as well on your monitors. Track temperature is at 29 degrees as well. Air temperature is only at 20 degrees, 90% humidity with 3 km/h wind. There's the signal for the green flag for the cars to head out the track on the TV pictures. We're round about 20-30 seconds delayed from you, but out they go then for Free Practice 1. Let's see what's going to happen now. Generation 3 already, first images I'm seeing here on the TV pictures. It looks a lot better. The cars look a bit more streamlined than what they did in testing as well. Coming now in towards turn 3, now a left-hander down towards turns 4, 5 and 6. And actually, it looks okay. I don't know what I was worried about, to be fair. Round the long sweep, 5 and 6. Back up now towards the new chicane at 9, 10 and 11. Added back, but modified to what it used to be as well. This is now a regen overtaking zone. So much has changed as well. Hankook tyres as well. They've got a little bit of marking on them. 2 orange lines, 1 blue on the outer line. Now they're coming back into turn 12, entering the Foro Sol section of the stadium that loops back around on itself. No fans in attendance today though for Practice 1. They'll be in for Practice 2, qualifying, and the race itself tomorrow as well. I can barely see who's on that timing screen. The graphics have changed a little bit this season as well on the driver tracker. Out of the Peraltada, which is a long sweeping turn 19 now, and across the line, Neo McLaren Formula E looking good with their team principal there of Ian James, and well, practice is go. It's looking good. And Rene Rast completes the first time of ABB Formula E Season 9, doing a 1:19.069. Gunther second, Mortara third, Evans fourth, Buemi goes in fifth. We've got a yellow flag down at turn 1.1. And who is, well, I don't see anyone off the track who has gone down. No one's showing up on our timing monitors. It's back to green now, though. Vern's gone top in the DS Penske, no longer as well. And there's the yellow flag confirmation. Yeah, no longer DS to Cheetah. And if you want to hear from the Techeetah team principal, then join us later on in the day when you're watching this for the race, where the Techeetah team principal, Mark Preston, will be joining myself, Edward Hunter, and Nick Homewood in the commentary box as well. So when we're live for the race later, do join us for that. It's going to be absolutely fantastic having a team principal of Formula E coming in. Of course, Techeetah not here this year on the calendar. They do want to get back in for 2024, and it's looking promising that they can do that. As Rene Rast exits the turn at 18, round now the long sweeping turn 19, Peraltada approaches the line. Is this a good time then for Rene Rast? He's third at the moment. Can he jump up the timing screens? Answer, come they not. Goes fourth because Edo Mortara goes top, and then Evans goes top, and Verline's gone top on a 1:15.961. Yellow flag out again, and that was a turn 1.12, but it's gone green. And we've got a full course yellow, and this is the full course yellow test. It's perfectly natural for it to come out as well in this time of the session. Scott Elkin, the race director, likes to test out the new systems and make sure everything's okay. So we go into this procedure with the full course yellows. Everyone slows down as well. Then, as you see, we go back to green flag. The test has been complete, and another crucial 30 minutes can go with 24 minutes exactly remaining of the session. Got a yellow flag on the track at turn 4 and 5, and now at turn 6 it's gone green again, which is good news as well. Now Sebastian Buemi has topped the timesheets here, a 1:15.030. Now, for comparison, looking at Buemi in the pre-season testing as well, Buemi was 17th fastest on a 1:26.066. Buemi?
Combines, I don't know if that is the right thing to do.
Buemi's radio, double yellow at turn 8.1 at the moment as well. So we'll wait to see what that is at the moment. Who's down at 8.1? Well, no one's down at turn 8. I'm not sure. It's gone green now anyway. But yeah, Buemi was 17th fastest as well. And that was taken in test session 5 because he couldn't set a faster time in the actual running of pre-season testing because he suffered a specific brake failure as well and went straight into the wall, locked up, and he just took off 2 of the tyres as well. So that is a big worry coming into this weekend, exactly how the brakes are going to manage. It's a new system this year. Front and rear brakes both active and both regenerate energy into the car. So it's going to be very key to see who's going to have the error of losing brakes and going into the wall. The yellow flags keep coming out, this time at turn 1 and turn 8 and turn 12, all gone green again. But it is nice to see at the moment, though, that everyone has set a lap time bar Sam Bird. And I believe Bird is out the track. He's number 10, so let's take a look at the timing monitor. Yeah, he's coming through turn 7. Oh, Bird, look, getting it all out of shape, coming into turn 9 as well. The rear really stepping out. Another yellow flag on the track, now gone to green again. But Vern in the DS Penske, not the DS Techeetah, DS Penske, but DS Automobiles, the powertrain supplier, they've kept the same livery as what Techeetah had, the black and gold. So we've got to remember it's Penske, not Techeetah. And don't make that mistake as well when Mark Preston's in the commentary box on Saturday as well. Vern sliding as well out the last corner. Double Formula E champion season 4 and 5. He mastered the generation change from Gen 1 to Gen 2. Can he do it again in Generation 3? Does a 1:14.823 and goes top. But Verline right behind him beats him with a 1:14.623. And this was his slide coming through 8 and 9. The rear stepping out with the rear tries to keep it. Kept it on nicely, and a round of applause for Jeff there. Really well held and really well done. Sergio Sette Camera really sliding around on the brakes in towards turn number 1 as well. This was it. Yellow flag out turn 1 and 2. So this is Pascal Verline in towards turn 1, touching on the brake. We're on board with him. Wonderful looking on board cameras. He's taken the F1 route to go straight on. They've actually increased the runoffs this season. After last year, there was a horrible accident at turn 1 where De Vries went straight on and hit the wall hard. So they've removed that wall so you can run on and on and on down towards turn 1 of Formula 1's layout if you need it, which I think is a wise decision, as you can hear the churning in the ears there as well. And that was one of the DS, and that was actually one of the Andretti's, Avalanche Andretti's going off the track there. And Sebastian Buemi has stopped on the track. He's highlighted the stopped. So Buemi might be the first red flag of the season if he stopped. He stopped at the Forest Stadium sector. Now they can't leave it there, and they could throw a full course yellow, but I think more likely a red flag to get him out of the way, depending where he is. So where he's on the monitor. Well, we've just gone through that section, and I can't see him stopped. But look at the driver tracker. Oh, he's got going. Yes, he has. Brilliant. Buemi's done a full car reset and has got going again. Brilliant. Well done, Sebastian Buemi. He can limp back round the Peltada and get back to the pits. Andre Lotterer has spun down at turn 1. He was facing backwards. He's got going again. But that was a really strange position. It looked like he turned in, the rear's locked. We saw this happen in pre-season testing. This is what we've been warning about. Drivers just having that rear lockup because it's now four-wheel braking, because the front and the rear regenerating the energy into the car. And it was just, it was sort of like he went straight on as well. There was a Jaguar that went off as well at the same time. I'm just noticing on monitor number 2. And Verne jumps to the top. Jean-Eric Verne goes to the top. Sam Bird's had it off. That too, the car was. So Bird locked up, went straight on, then had to do a roundabout again. So Bird's having a really bad session down there at T1. So it's all happening already. But Lotterer did go off and go back on again. Verne's gone top, 113.294. And one of the McLarens having a major moment on the replay coming through the Peraltada. We're taking a look. I think it's Rene Rast. It could be Jakey. It's Rene Rast, who coming through the Peraltada, got on the exit curb. He's taken off a bit in the rear wing. You're hearing it now. Just locked up completely. I'm straight in. I think he's he's broken the rear left axle. Rene Rast, thank God he did it today, not tomorrow. They've got the night to repair it. But Rene Rast breaking the rear suspension on the right, and they've only got 2 sets of hand-cooked tyres. Well, that is a shocker. And I hope they can get Rene Rast's car fixed ASAP, ready for tomorrow. Not a great start for McLaren in Formula E. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the checkered flag is out. The session is over. The first session of 2023 ABB FIA Formula E is complete. And there's a yellow at turn 8.1. Now that is down at the entrance just for turn 9, so yellow flag will get that priority. But Verline looks to have topped the session as well, with Hughes second. Sete Camara goes into third position as well on a 113.732. 113.733 for Verline in fourth position as well. Looking good. Let's hear from Nico Muller. He's going to be on the team radio shortly as well. Here he is.
Comes Muller, and he remains in 20th place.
I cannot get the rear back. I lock the rear all the time, everywhere.
Muller, he's saying he's locking the rear tyre all the time, everywhere. Mortara's P5 at the moment. Can he find anything coming out of the last corner? Back on the power, the Peraltada takes the checkered flag. Mortara stays into fifth position, but jumps up the order. Verne, Hughes, Tete Camara, Verline, Van Dorn fifth, Mortara sixth, as more and more drivers take the checkered flag. Well, practice 1 comes to a close. Practice 2 is tomorrow as well. It's one of these split weekends, like everybody likes. And it has been a very big surprise as more and more drivers take the checkered flag. There we go. Everyone's taken the checkered flag. And the slippery surface is out at turn 8.1 and yellow at turn 19.2. But it's Jean-Eric Verne for DS Penske, a 113.294 that tops the first session. Next session, well, the last session was free practice 1. Next session is free practice 2 tomorrow morning, and there's debris down at the turn 8, 9, 10 chicane. That's why there's a yellow flag out, but FP1 goes very well. Was it by Oliver Rowland by any chance? Yes, Rowland with a big slide through 9 and 10, and actually, does he go over the bollard? Yeah. Oh, he makes contact. He's broken his front wing. Oh, Rowland. He's broken his front wing. And he's actually, I don't know if he's pulled off the track there. Is he still on the track? Yeah, so Rowland's gone off, done a 360 and got back on. But he's got a look of rear coming into turn 9. Car's drifted off into the wall on the front left suspension. Doesn't look too damaged because it's a suspension that isn't power steering, so it does rock around a bit more, can take a bit more of a punch. But Rowland not being very impressed there. Practice start procedures are underway with the 5 red lights and the tyre smoke begins. Practice 1 concludes with Jean-Eric Verne fastest. So it's a strange setup here for the first weekend in terms of the fact that practice 1 is on the Friday when I'm recording this, and practice 2 takes part on race day. So let's shift now around about 14 hours and go over for practice 2. So Jean-Eric Verne topped the first practice session yesterday. Who's going to top the session today? Hello everybody, good morning. We've shifted over from Friday to Saturday. The fans are starting to pack the Forest-Sol, and it's a bit of an overcast day so far. Sunrise was literally 26 minutes ago before, and we are bang on now for the start. 2,200 metres above sea level as well. The air is pretty thin here anyway. He who dares definitely wins. Track temperature at the moment is the same as the air temperature, 5 degrees. It is a 61% chance of rain at the moment as well. There is no wind speed, and this is really going to be entertaining when the green light goes on. So the party atmosphere begins as the green light goes on now at 7:30 a.m. We are underway, and the cars looking bright in the pit lane as well as they begin to hit the accelerator. Away we go. Cars head out the pit lane as well. And the real question is, this is the last session before qualifying. They're going in odd order of qualifying formats. So how much time are they going to actually get up to? Will we see some full power laps as well? We hope we will. And this is going to be a very interesting 30 minutes. It's race day. Track temperature's going to rise slowly as well throughout the day. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Green light though. And this was the yellow flag down at turn number 1. Cars running on straights. Having to get back into position as well. So there's a lot of brake worry still going on here. Bird top, 121.714. Evans, Boemi, Casti, gone third to Costa to the camera. Roland, Verline, top 10. And Sam Bird stops on the track. He was saying over the radio that he was having a problem, and now he really is struggling. He stopped to the Forest-Sol. The yellow flags come out. Now, can they get it back? I thought we were going to hear something on the...
Copy, mate. And the yellow, turn 15. Jag pulled off to the side.
Sam's completely stopped.
And, there is Bird.
Yeah, Sam Bird's completely stopped on the track. Whether or not this will be a red flag, I'm not sure. Let's take a look on board then. Coming through the Forest-Sol. And...
Just listen to this.
No brakes.
He's got no drive, really, does he? And then...
the brakes are locked.
Yeah.
And that's what we were worried about as well. We were talking about in practice 1. We were worried about that brake problem. Now, they haven't red flagged the session. It's important, of course, to get as much time possible in, but no sign of the red flag just yet. But Sam Bird has stopped with a problem in that Jaguar. And Sam Bird has managed to get that car going again. So we avoid a red flag. Very well done from the Jaguar guys. Da Costa's on top at the moment. And JQ's goes fastest. Absolutely brilliant there. 1:13.658. So the Neo McLaren, or the McLaren Formula E team as well. I know Edward Hunter doesn't like the fact that Neom is involved as well. But the McLaren Formula E team looking very good there to come through. And he's 3/10 clear already, then Pascal Verline. Verne third. Sete Camera just back into the pits. Da Costa fifth. Van Dorn 6th, Dennis 7th, Strickter 8th, Evans 9th, Roland down in 10th position, De Grassi 11th, then it's Rast, Lotterer, Fenderstras, Nato, Mortada, Frines, Boemi, Muller, Cassidy, Gunther and Bird down in 22nd. Bird is already going to have, I think, a very horrible day as well if that car that wasn't already performing in practice 1 is not performing now in practice 2. They've got time to run through, but Van Dorn up to 5th, Da Costa down into 6th position again as the times change around. And Eduardo Mortara having huge lockup down at turn 5 and 6 as well. Not looking too good there. Back into the pits for Sam Bird. Looks like he's going to get ready to head out there soon as well. But yeah, turn 6, lock the rears, straight on, and looking at anything. They've moved the walls back this year. At every part of the track that sort of joins onto the Formula One, they've moved them back because they're terrified about these brakes after Buemi's brake failure. They don't want anything to happen and a driver be injured, so they've moved them back as far as they possibly can. But as the Forest begins to liven up, we're in for a very entertaining race later on today. Tictum goes to 11th, Evans to 12th. Oh, someone's hit the wall coming out of the last corner. Can't quite tell who it is, just going down towards turn number 1, but it's Eduardo Mortara. Eduardo Mortara has hit the wall and has knocked the rear left suspension, similar to what Rene Rast did yesterday. And Mortara's got to do the entire lap, all of it, 2.628 kilometers a lap, with a broken rear left suspension. And the car's crabbing, he's trying to control it as well. So he must have done that coming to the Peltada, and he's missed the pit lane, similar to what Rast did yesterday. I would look forward to the replay. Here it is now, right on demand. So, it's on the marbles, coming through the Peltada, exactly the same as Rene Rast, losing the rear control and sliding into the wall. And that's not what you want around about 2 hours, 1 hour, 50 minutes until qualifying starts. That's not what you want, a broken rear suspension. Bad luck there for Mortara, and Rast and McLaren know how that feels. And Eduardo Mortara has parked up and stopped the car and walks away. It's cold out there, only 6 degrees here in track temperature, so he's gone like that and goes away as well. But Edo is out of this practice. And he did that with about 12 minutes to go as well, so he's lost a bit of running, and crucially he might have lost a full power lap time. Taking a look at it, I don't think Edo did a full power lap time yesterday. No, he didn't. So Mortara is not going to qualifying without a full power lap.
Here's Van Dorn's radio.
I guess you had traffic sector 3. Sector 1 was very good, sector 2 missing 2 tenths.
That was Stoffel Van Dorn's radio saying exactly where he was losing tenths, how he needed to find it as well. It's Jake Hughes on top with less than 4 minutes 30 to go. In fact, it's 4:10 on the board as he comes through. Hughes, Dennis, deGrassi top 3. And look at that, where Verne was top yesterday, he's now 13th, and Evans jumps to the top. 1:13.548. Brilliant time for Mitch Evans. This is getting tasty. And this was Oliver Rowland locking up on the front right, going straight on towards the F1 layout. As I said, they've removed the wall that was there last year when De Vries hit it and gets going again. So the Hankook tyres proving that they are A, harder in durability, and B, flat spots are going to be a factor. The sun blazing in the Forest. It's Sergio Sette Camara who is fastest, a 1:13.506. The nearest 333 guys always to have a great start to the year, then fall off. They were hoping Gen 3 would be a change. Dan Tinktum in the second Neo coming round the Peltada. The car is twitching like crazy. He's 8th at the moment. Is he going to improve across the line? No, he's 2 tenths down on his overall best time. This is a stunning session, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic to see what we can have. Sette Camara on top, bring it on. Evans second in the Jaguar TCS, where Bird's having problems. Then we got the DS Penske of Van Dorn managing to get up into 3rd position. Tinktum
went on, so very promising.
Okay, time for a cool. Time for a cool. 1 minute 40 remaining. So blue 300, cool, and we push 300 next lap.
Didn't help that the World Feed were talking over it, but there was the radio. Looking good then. 1 minute left of the session. Sette Camara on top. Pascal Wehrlein looking mega quick out the last corner. Goes to the top with a 1:13.496. Now for comparison, as Sam Bird does get out the track to do a practice start, Verne's time yesterday in practice 1 in the evening was a 1:13.294. So the track temperature is 2 tenths of a second slower exactly than what it would be. It's actually 0.202 slower than what it was last night. So that's a nice level up. We've got a yellow at turn 1. It's the 33 who's gone straight on and played guess the cars. It's Dan Tinktum as the checkered flag comes out to end the session. Jake Hughes will be the first one to meet it across the line, and will he jump up the order? 6th at the moment, crosses the line. The McLaren goes into 5th position with a good time of a 1:13.615, and yet that's an Envision now down in turn 1. That's caused the yellow. That's not a Neo, it's an Envision as well. I don't think it's Buemi, because I don't think, it could be Buemi actually. Buemi is round there at turn number 1. as it comes through. Lotterer looking good and smart as well in the Avalanche Andretti. Jake Dennis in the second. Andretti's gone top. 1:13.137. So that's faster than Vern's time yesterday in practice 1. That's on a full power lap time. So these are the full power laps at 350 kilowatts of power, up by 100 kilowatts from the end of last year in Gen 2. So it's over 200 miles per hour now. We get out of these cars, 350 kilowatts of power. Lotterer sliding around the Peraltada, coming across the line. Dennis on the radio.
Track limits. We've got for track limits.
And Dennis goes fifth. Dennis, I think, had his lap time to leave for track limits. Yeah, Jack was right. So Dennis drops back to 7th. Verline then goes top with a 1:13.496. So even though we know the track is fast enough, it's not quite as fast to keep it. Everyone takes the checker flag. Cassidy hasn't. Mortara stopped on the track. Cassidy, where is he on the board? Can't find him. Has he crossed the line now? Yes, now he has in 13th position. So it's Verline. Vern, set a camera on the top of the moment, but it is still possible that Vern's time from last night was the fastest in the combined practice times, but we know that Dennis can do a 1:13.2. So let's take a look then at the times from the second practice session. Pascal Verline does stay top with Vern second, Sete Camera third, Evans in fourth, Van Dorn fifth, Hughes is sixth, Dennis seventh, Boemi eighth, DeCosta ninth, and Degrassi rounds out the top 10 as well. So there we go, folks. The first set of practice sessions in 2023 have come to a close. Jean-Eric Verne was the fastest yesterday with a 1:13.294. Today we've done a 1:13.496, so it is 2.02 the difference. Dennis did go briefly faster, but he's lost out on it. So full power lap times are quicker. The track's going to heat up. Qualifying is coming up next. It's live at 3:30 GMT on YouTube straight after this video. Join us for a great session.